Today on the channel, the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man unboxings continue with Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man.
The spirit of Olympian Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today, from the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man line, we've got the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. But remember, for all your Marvel Legends needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description below or discount code Kyle to save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. And of course, anything over $39 ships free. Got to get a deal all day long. And today, we're talking Amazing Fantasy 60th Anniversary Spider-Man, and we're going to do it like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We'll do a little comparison later on in this video. So without further ado, let's look at the packaging here. And of course, no plastic prison with this one. We're cardboard free. So is the change of the world, changing the dynamics of the toy industry. We're seeing a lot more plastic-free packaging across a lot of lines, and more to come here in the next couple of years, as we know. But that being said, it is a good-looking package here. It definitely stands out with the yellow Amazing Fantasy, the Spider-Man. There's old Spider-Man holding his web right there, looking good. Marvel Legends. Usual bells and whistles we're used to. On the side, we get some old-school first appearance Spider-Man comic graphics. I think that's a nice touch. Of course, celebrating 60 years of Spider-Man. One of the most famous superheroes of all time. On the side, Marvel Legends, there's a glamour shot of the figure we're supposed to get in here. And then we get a lot of that on the back as well. No cross-sell, no blurb, nothing like that, which is strange. I really think they should have had a blurb of some sort here, but there's none to be seen. UPC's warnings, a bunch of mumbo-jumbo right there. And it looks like we've got a lot of accessories with this one, though. It looks like we get a little wings here, the old Spider-Man wings. You do get a web. We do get a bunch of different hands. So it is really Spider-Man paint by numbers in some ways. But let's get down to it. Let's get him out of the package, see what all the fuss is about. And I'm not sure if there's been a lot of fuss about the plastic-free. Yeah, there's been a little fuss. We know. A lot of people talking about it every single day. But we're getting more and more used to it. See you later. As we know, there's the cardboard prison. Not as exciting as the plastic prison. But it's good for the environment, so I guess there's at least one positive here. We're saving the environment, saving it for our future grandchildren. See you later. Goodbye. We got Spider-Man style. See you later. Goodbye. And then we get the parchment paper baggies. So we got to unbox them from their tomb. It's almost like a mummy is what it reminds me of. And there's some big time accessories going on. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. This has got to be the webbing. There it is, of course. Webbing. See you later. Goodbye. And then you get Spider-Man all wrapped up. He's ready to go. Ready to get out of the old plastic prison. Plastic prison? It's not. Packaged prison. I don't know. Bam. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to the races here. We'll talk about the figure here in a second, but let's look at these accessories. We do get the Spider-Man webbing. Now, we've seen this a lot over the years. Is it time for this to be retired? Possibly so, as I think it's time for something new, but it's got the job done for a lot of years. I guess it'll get the job done at least one more time right here with this Spider-Man. So we do have that. Then we get down to the old Fist of Fury with Spider-Man. He's got two fists. Or I guess he's got one fist there, one fist here. So we got fists with our Spider-Man. We always like that. We do get a gripping hand, and we do get the matching gripping hand right here. So we get two gripping hands. We get the old I love you hands, which are always good as well, like Jimmy Superfly Snuka. The other one is on there. And then we do get the wall crawling hands. Always like the wall crawling hands, looking really good. I like the attention to detail with the spider webbing on the hands, of course, to match the outfit. Got to have that there. Then we get these wings, so we get actually different versions here. So I thought there was only one set, but I must have not looked close enough. But of course, they go underneath the armpits, have a little webbing in between, old school Spider-Man style. I don't know when that exactly went away. It seemed to go away after a few years at least. But this is definitely depicting the original version of Spider-Man where we had these right on the front cover of the comic, if I'm not confused, which I could very easily be. But then we get an extra set of wings here, a little bit bigger ones. I got some extra paint on this one, it looks like, so I might have to scrub that off a little bit, a little overspray somehow, but nice clear effect. It looks like the webbings, it looks like it gets the job done, so we'll see in the glamour shots, as you guys are probably fully aware. Now we get down to the old Spider-Man, and boy, this feels good, man. This feels actually very tight. Every once in a while you get some loose figures, but this is about the tightest jointed figure I think I've felt in a long time as far as Marvel Legends go. A real nice tightness all around to this, so it does feel very, very good in your hand. First thing I notice is that old school Spider-Man logo right on his chest and, of course, his back. It looks more like a tick than a spider to me. Maybe that's just me, but I always think of a tick right there when I see that. You gotta watch out for those ticks, and when it's tick season, it's trouble. It's trouble. Nobody wants that Lyme disease, that's for sure. But boy, this Spider-Man, this is beating my expectations. I don't know what my expectations were, but boy, I like this one a heck of a lot more in hand than I thought I was going to like it. I really like the darkish, grayish, charcoalish black color against the red. Of course, the webbing throughout. Happy to report we get the double jointed pinless elbows, pinless knees, double jointed. It's hitting all the home runs there for old Kyle. Of course, you got the boot cut, you got the ankles back and forth. He can do big old splits like a Spider-Man should. Thigh cut. You do get waist articulation, a little hula hoop. Loud ratchet, you can hear it. You can hear that kind of ratchety in there. And then you do get an ab crunch on top of it. Got to report my paint lines are really good. That is one of the big worries, of course, with the plastic-free packaging. How's the paint applications? I don't have any problems, and as we all know, the webbing and all that kind of stuff is not easy to get right all the time. We see a lot of errors in the webbing of Spider-Man figures. I don't have any in mind, so I'm really happy about that. Spider-Man head all day long. You know, this is Spider-Man. I like the eyes on this one. A very, very good figure. This is going to give the Renew Your Vows a run for its money, and I wasn't really anticipating that, wasn't thinking about that until, hey, guess what, right here, right now. But man, this is a good Spider-Man. And then also you got the butterfly shoulders as well. I almost missed that in the articulation rundown. Very, very good, very, very clean Spider-Man. I mean, that's what this feels like. It's very tight and very clean. You can't ask for much more than that. Just a very, very good looking figure. Does he have toe articulation? Oh, no toe articulation. That puts him behind the old Renew Your Vows. And I got him right here, but let me stick him on a stand real quick. Does he fit on a Ringside Collectibles stand? Oh yeah, he fits like a glove. There it is. Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Make sure you get the WWE stands. They work absolutely perfect right here for old Spider-Man. Looking really good. And I got the Renew Your Vows right here off to the side. He hasn't left my table since I've unboxed him. I really enjoy playing around with this figure. A very, very good Spider-Man. And when I look at this Spider-Man, I guess this feels more like my reading comic days Spider-Man, my time in the late 80s, the 90s reading Spider-Man comics. It feels more akin to this, you know, the Carnage Saga, all that kind of stuff. But man, I got a soft spot for this one. I really do. Like I said, I didn't read a ton of that comic book. You know, there was library books and stuff that I would check out as a kid that had old Spider-Man, like I guess graphic novels. So I did read some of that stuff, but I was more akin to this time frame, I guess closer to this time frame. But boy, both Spider-Men look really good, but they look very different. Of course, a much smaller head on this brand new one compared to this one. Just a smaller body. It is a smaller body as a whole. It just feels smaller, but it feels tighter. So I don't know, it feels like a lot more tightness in the joints, everything else, when really they're about the same type of figure. They got pretty much the same articulation outside of a few differences. Of course, the toe articulation being a big one on this new Spider-Man. The Renew Your Vows, I should say, Spider-Man. But boy, both are good. Normally I'd say in this instance that, well, you should probably pick and choose, see which one you want. But I really recommend picking both of these guys up. That's how much I like both of these. Obviously, they're going to go on a different shelf in my collection. That's the way they would have to go. But how do you like your Spider-Man eyes? You like smaller eyes or you like the big old bug eyes? And choose your own Spider-Man eye adventure. But boy, you cannot go wrong with either of these figures. This is a pleasant surprise. I didn't think anything would top this. I think for my money, I'm still going to say I like this one a hair more. But I never would have guessed I would have liked this one as much as I do. So that's a pretty good compliment there. A very, very good figure. The first edition Spider-Man, very, very cool. I'm not sure what's up for the next 60th anniversary. We might be unboxing maybe the Japanese one. That might be the next one here at the table. Only one way to find out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, as you guys know. Of course, don't forget to like this video. You made it this far. And let me know in the comments section down below, which Spider-Man do you prefer? You picking both of them up, picking and choosing, like one over the other? I guess just let me know in the comments. But boy, like I said, both of these guys, very, very strong figures. Very highly recommended by me, if that means anything. I don't know if it does. But definitely let me know your thoughts on these guys in the comments down below. And then don't forget about the Patreon channel where you can get videos videos like this much earlier than traditional YouTube. Bonus content, exclusive content, monthly giveaways, and best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget to follow along on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So there it is. A little Spider-Man brothers here at the table today. Two awesome figures I can't recommend highly enough. So for Spider-Man, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.